In video 3, we're going to talk about 2 ways that we measure student progress towards mastery of a standard. There are 2, again, education-y words, formative assessment and summative assessment, and I'm going to break that down for you and kind of what that looks like and how we use both in order to determine if your child is getting close to reaching mastery. So formative assessment is the daily, day-to-day practice that we perform. We're not ready to measure our mastery yet. We're just practicing. So here's some examples. And the first one I thought, oh gosh, this is going to be disconcerting to people. But for a lot of people, this makes sense to them. Your formative assessments are kind of like your well checks. So if you get sick and you go in and the doctor takes your temperature and they look in your throat and they look in your ears and they make some corrections, maybe they give you some antibiotics. And so it would be like that doctor's checkup is a check. And now we're like, oh, okay, well, you still have a swollen throat, so I'm going to give you some antibiotics. That's the feedback that we give to you. Here's the correction. Try some of this and see if it doesn't help for you. So formative assessment is kind of like the day-to-day, what's happening in the class. It's daily work, it's homework, it's quizzes, it's all the little things that we're doing in class every single day to try to get you to mastery. Summative assessment is more like the autopsy. So it's done. We're done teaching it. It's over. Let's give you a summative assessment and see, so now where are you? We've done all this practice over all this time. Where are you now? And so that's what a summative assessment is more like. Another analogy would be baseball practice versus a game, or batting practice versus a game. So I'm going to go to the batting cages every single day, and I'm practicing and practicing and practicing and practicing. That's my formative assessment. But when I play on Saturday at Central Park, that's my summative. I'm measuring my ability to hit that ball out into the outfield. Another example from our chocolate chip cookies is I am test baking at home. Like, I know that I have got a baking contest coming up that I want to enter. It's coming up, but I'm not just gonna bake that one day that I have the baking contest. I'm gonna practice at my house. And so then your summative assessment might be, how did you do the day that you baked for the baking contest? And that's the 2 different types of assessment that we have in our building for our kids.